Hello everyone, welcome back to another session with me. This is the twin tangle series. We are already down couple of tiles. Today again I'm going to be picking up two slips, two chits randomly, and then we shall tangle using those two tangles as we have been doing in every session. Yes. So I'm going to open these chits. So one of the chits says rain. Okay, so we have one drama tangle, and this tangle is called Xircus. Okay, so we have Rain and Xircus to work with today. So let's get started with today's session. So Rain is a tangle which is generally drawn on a straight line. Yes, you start with a straight line and then you draw a zigzag line. However, in today's style, let us explore Rain a little more. Let us draw in a circle. So instead of the straight line, I am going to draw the tangle Rain using this circle as a reference line or the reference curve. Need not be a perfect orb, just something circular and not a straight line. Yes, and then I'm going to add the tangle Rain. So start randomly, some big, some small, go around. That's how we generally draw the tangle Rain if it is on a straight line also. Yeah, right. Now what I'm going to do is start to ink these sections. Alternatively, if you don't want to ink, you can add orbs, you can add lines inside these sections. Since Xircus is a totally line based tangle, I am inking the triangles of Rain so that I need that drama on the tile. Yes, so I am going to ink all these triangular sections, after which we will add some auras. So slowly take your time, go to each of these sections, the triangles. You can also switch to a bolder nib if you wish. Slowly take your time and ink each of these sections before we go ahead and add further auras to our Rain. Like this. So I'm almost finishing inking the Rain. Just a few more triangles left. Right, so we are done with our inking. Now let us aura. So you have to closely aura from outside and inside. This auraing will also help you separate your tangle from the next tangle that we are going to draw, which is Xircus. So slowly take your time and add a close aura. Like this. So that's one aura. I will do exactly the same on the inside also. Slowly go around. Take your time. Like this. Yes, make sure you have inked it nicely. Now we shall see what do we want to do. We can add further auras outside to fill up the outer space. Let us first start with the tangle Xircus inside. So Xircus is a tangle which starts with this cross. It's a very simple tangle to draw. However, if you want to deck it up a little, you can always add these double line bands. Add something inside the bands. Like this, and then we just have to add further auras inside these sections. So I've just drawn a reference line and then I'm going to add those further auras. Close auras. You can always add some bit of weight at the turnings. You can add slight curve to the lines. You can add slight weight even at the beginning of the lines, that is this space, whichever way you like it. I'm going to leave some space in between again to add something more. Is pure line work, the tangle pattern Xircus. Again, simple tangles give you an excellent shading opportunity, so we will shade it beautifully. That's the tangle Xircus, and we will do exactly the same in each of these sections. So take your time. Push your pen hard wherever you wish to add a little extra weight. For example, I am doing this at the turnings. You can also do it at the places from where lines are starting. Again, a thicker aura there so that we can place something more. Right? I will do exactly the same in the other two sections also. Take your own time. No hurry. Continue in this fashion and draw the inverted V's. I'm almost done. Finishing drawing my Xircus. Now these bands you can add anything you wish to. Since we are not drawing any other tangle, you can either add Knightsbridge or you can just simply add some orbs. Since I am sticking to only two tangles, I don't want to introduce a third one. So I'm just going with simple orbs. like this. Let's do the same thing here also. Drawing behind, these are not complete orbs, squeezing them in just like we do for pork. Small little intersectices in between, just fill it up at the same time. And that's it. Go back, add that touch of ink to the tiny intersectices like this. Now there is some space that I left in between here also. You can add some orbs here also, or you can add a different tangle, or you can even ink it. Yes, let's ink it. Maybe it will add some extra drama to our tile. So I'm going to ink it, and then probably we can use our GellyRoll to add some dots. Yes, so that would be a nice embellishment. So I inked it. Now let us do it here also using a bolder nib. I am switching nibs depending on the spaces I have. Let's do this for the other two sides also. So I am done with that inking. Let us now proceed to the outer section. So I am going to add further auras. Well, we could add any other tangle, but since it's only two tangles, so I'm going to extend the aura. Slowly take your time. Yeah, and then I'm going to add a thicker aura. Something like this at a distance. Take your time. Slowly do that exercise. Yes, done with that, and then again fill up the rest of the space with fine auras. You can also vary the width of the lines, the thickness of the lines, by switching between nib sizes. Yes, so that is also possible. You can do that by varying the pen pressure also using the same pen. So filling up the rest of the space with auras like this. Yes, done with that. This section you can either leave it as such. We can also give it a coffered look, which is kind of an enhancement. Yes, like this. Take your time. Like this. Let us first shade and then we shall see what else do we want to add. Yes, so as far as shading is concerned, let's add some thick graphite here. There's no need to add on the blacks. Like this. Let us first blend this much. Slowly. Blend the graphite. Pull it towards the center. Make sure the edges are a little darker. Coming towards Xircus, now I'm going to add shadow to one side. Like this. Simple tangle to draw, and you can already start to see how shading adds a beautiful dimension to the tangle. Yes, you can make the ends a little darker if you wish. We shall do that a little later. Let us first move on and shade our coffering. So I'm going to add slight shadow on these dividing lines that I have added. Let's do that first. and then blend. So while you're blending, make sure you're not blending too much and the whites are visible in between. Like this. Yeah. Like this. Now let us add a little zen. We can add shadow here also. Wherever there is a turning, you can add a little extra at the turnings. A touch of ink, some shadow. Some bit of ink at the turnings and then some bit of graphite. Yes. Now I'm going to redo some lines after shading. So I'm redoing the innermost, the inner aura that we started with. I'm revisiting the line, the aura. Take your time, go around and do that exercise like this. Yes, now let us add a little zen. It's just an embellishment. Yes, if you wish, you can also add some highlights with your chalk. So the other half of your Xircus, you can highlight it a little if you wish, although it's already white. But you may, right? I am going to redo the coffered. Going to add a little more thickness to this line. Add a little more prominence to coffering. Just about auras. We've just played with auras here, nothing else. And that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else. Again, it's all line work. So if you want, you can always add some black pearls here and there floating around. Yes, I'm going to close my tile here. If you want to revisit some of the lines, please do that. Yeah, let's close our tile here. Must sign and date your tile always. I shall see you again with some more interesting sessions. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.